What's going on? The Ape Coach from Sixpack Gaming, where we bring you the best play to earn NFT games and new Metaverse projects. Now, we are just going to dive right into it. I know in the last video we said we'd do a Shooter Pals video next. We've got this awesome NFT giveaway going on in that, but I figured I'd have to put that aside for now and address the concerns, the elephant in the room on BNB Heroes. Okay, so I'm in this with you guys. I can't predict the future. You know, I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not a fortune teller. If you do, please let me know. But, you know, I could not predict for what happened in this, right? So we had such a sustainable economy. The rewards pool was increasing at an increasing rate, a very steady, healthy rate. The rewards payouts were incredible. You know, anyone who got into this early, at the very start of BNB Heroes here and got into like the pre-sale, when we did the first video, we gave away 7 whitelist spots for the pre-sale. The pre-sale price of BNBH was 1.8 cents, and you can see it went all the way up to $5.08. It was 283 times more than what it started at in just 9 days. So anyone who actually got in at the very beginning of the, you know, when I first covered this on the channel, if you put in $100 in the pre-sale and you just held that BNBH for 9 days, you could have sold $28,000 off right up here. Okay, $100 into $28,000 in 9 days. So the potential here was absolutely monstrous. Okay, and then we had weeks of sustainable rewards. You know, the price was just kind of accumulating in this range, doing amazing. And then we have this massive drop the other day here on the 6th. Okay, so from what I know, what happened here, or from what I've been able to gather, put together, was there was an initial coordinated withdrawal from a bunch of like bigger whales or exploiters or something, which dropped the rewards pool by about like, I don't know, 5,000 BNB or something, which is fairly substantial, right? And then from that, it just triggered this mass panic and just like mayhem in all of the social channels around it, and every player decided to panic, withdraw, and sell off everything that they had, which just tanked the rewards pool down to 0. It went from 23,000 to 0 in like 12 hours. Okay, and so I couldn't predict for this to happen. The team, even with their analytics and data, they can't predict for over 100,000 players to all of a sudden get freaked out and start taking out all of their money all at once, right? Like, it's the same thing if you go to a bank in the real world, right? You put money into a bank, they're constantly lending and borrowing off of that money. If every single member went to that bank and said, empty my account, give me everything I've ever put in here, they wouldn't be able to pay it out. They don't have that sort of liquid on hand, right? They function by being able to borrow and lend and having a certain reserve available. And that's how, you know, banking systems and stuff work. But if every single person went to it all at the same time in one day and started spam clicking, you know, claim, and taking out everything they ever put in, it would crumble, right? And that is what happened. That's what triggered this huge downfall here, and drained the rewards pool. So what has happened with this? What are my outlooks? Is there any recovery possible? What is the team doing? That is what we are going to go over now. And I'm going to address a few things that, you know, I think kind of led up to this. And then I also want to explain to you guys how you can get in with the best opportunities in these play to earn NFT games. When's the best time to get in? When's, you know, maybe a time to avoid getting into these things so that you can avoid getting wrecked in the future if you happen to get into this at a bad time, right? Because like I said, anyone who got in the beginning when we first started making videos on the game about a month ago, you know, 3 weeks ago, you guys all made crazy profits and have been earning amazingly, right? Up until the other day, which is, it sucks, right? Because this was one of the best earners. The rewards were amazing. The rewards pool was sustaining, and all of these things looked up, and then everyone decided to panic and dump all at the same time. Okay, so here is the updates from the team, and then we'll go over, you know, the whole concept that, you know, timing with these things is huge. Okay, timing matters with any investment, and especially in the play to earn NFT gaming space. When you get in and when you get out is everything. Okay, that can make or break you. That can determine whether you're profitable or you get wrecked, whether you're successful long term or not. Okay, so I'm gonna do everything that I can to help, you know, share my sort of insights with that and help you guys to be profitable, because I don't want, you know, I want you guys to succeed. I don't want anyone to lose money or anything like that. I'm trying to build an amazing community here, and we already have a fantastic community in the Six Pack Gaming Discord here. You guys are, you know, just awesome, and so I love that we're building that, and I want to continue. All right, I want to keep building that, and you know, the best way to do that is if we're all building together, we're all profitable, we're all successful, and we're all able to, you know, make amazing impacts on our lives. Okay, that is my hopes for this. So just know that I really do care, and I'm in this with you guys. So let's go over the updates here. We'll address some of those other things, and then we'll go over, you know, my sort of insights into getting into these things at the best time in the future. Okay, so here's the new update. Rewards are temporarily changing to BNBH instead of BNB, because they don't have the BNB in the rewards to be able to pay out to everyone. They've reduced the base stats on all the heroes depending on their rarity. I feel like this is something they should have had implemented from the start. That would have actually given higher value to the higher rarity heroes, because like I had 2 epics across all of my heroes. I have 2 epics, and to be honest, some of my commons and uncommons were earning me a lot more than the epics, so there wasn't really any sort of distinguishing between the rarity of the heroes. So you know, hindsight's always 20/20, but I feel like this is a good step, but something that should have been implemented from the beginning. Essentially, the rewards were reduced by 25%, the base rewards, which is clearly needed because the amount unclaimed was way higher than the amount in the rewards pool. So obviously the rewards being paid out were just too high to be sustained. And then this is the one that concerns me. So it says no more claims in advance. Everybody can only claim when the cooldown time of 15 days is ended, but they didn't mention anything about a tax here. So the main benefit of having the earlier claims before was there was a 20% tax, and then it got increased to like a 30% tax or something. But the taxes help to replenish the rewards pool. So my main concern is that everyone panic sold out or panic claimed and sold out the other day when things kind of went upside down, and so everyone is going to have the same countdown timer then for, you know, 15 days from when that happened, right? So it's going to be, that was on the 6th, so it's going to be like the 21st or something. So as of right now, that just means everyone's going to claim on the 21st when they can again, and then they're going to sell off all their BNBH, and then that's just going to go to zero, right? Like right now, there's nothing that I see preventing that from happening. So I'm hoping they come up with something else and they have some sort of plan to avoid that over the next week or two, right? And then here it just explains the rewards claiming of BNB will convert to BNBH based on the Oracle pricing. So that is very good to see. So, you know, if you have 1 BNB here, it's going to convert to that amount in BNBH, so that hopefully you guys will be able to claim all of your rewards and, you know, cash out and either, you know, break even or, you know, recoup some of your investment, or, you know, turn a profit. And who knows, maybe they implement something else in the next week or two that helps sustain things. They do say that they're trying to get back to normal little by little. It's just right now, I don't see anything that is going to allow this to sustain long term quite yet, right? So I will update you guys as new information comes out, but I know some of you guys wanted me to cover this a lot sooner and a lot quicker and stuff, but everything coming out before these announcements today was all just speculation and rumors and mostly toxicity. So I'm only going to update you guys on factual information that I actually know. And so, you know, I don't want to be putting out BS that, you know, some random person just decided to start spamming in the Discord, because that seems to be the way that information spreads here, is just one random person says, you know, this person did this, it's all their fault, and then everyone just believes that with no second thought, right? But anyways, there was some issues. So earlier today you could do your fights, and that's how I have like 0.06 in this account, and then there was some issues with the fights, like heroes over level 10 couldn't fight or something like that, and then the boss 2 was taking off more health than it should. There were some other issues with the level system and other issues with heroes being listed for sale on the market and then not showing up in the market. So I guess the dev team is working on that, and so I believe they disabled the fights to try to fix that. And I don't think they're working again yet, so I'll probably just check tomorrow. But now, one of the concerns that I saw in, you know, my comments, because, well, one thing that I wanted to say is the community here in BNB Heroes was, even when this game was good and the token price was like up here, you know, in the like $3 to like $5 range, and things were sustainable and all that, any little adjustment that the team made to try to make the rewards pool more sustainable, and that they were literally getting death threats from the community all day, every day. Like, if you are that emotional with your investments here and you're telling, you know, the devs that they should go kill themselves, or you wish that their whole family died and all this stuff, like, I saw some really messed up stuff that you guys were saying. So if that was you, you should not be investing in this at all. You probably should not be investing anything, because you are way too emotional with this. I understand this is real money, and it's, you know, perfectly okay to get upset when something doesn't go your way, right? No one wants something like that to happen, right? But you are clearly overextended, and you need to take a step back and reevaluate and, you know, figure out what the heck is going on in your head, and make sure that you're not putting yourself in situations that you cannot afford to have go wrong. Because like I said, this is crypto. This is a brand new space with the play to earn NFT games. Crypto itself is extremely volatile and risky. There's massive fluctuations all the time. And so you know, nothing's a sure thing. Nothing just continues to go up forever. There's going to be rises and falls, the peaks and valleys. So you have to set yourself up and use proper risk management, and make sure that anything you're putting into these projects that are riskier endeavors, do not invest more than you can afford, regardless of what anyone says, regardless of what I say, regardless of what any influencer you know says. Okay, you know, this guy has 1 billion followers. It doesn't matter, because they cannot predict the future. Okay, they cannot tell you exactly what's going to happen when. All that I can do is identify potential opportunities at the right time for the most sort of chance of rewards and success and opportunity, and let you guys know about them as early as possible. And so that is what I try to do. And, you know, some of that hate, you know, on the team in the Discord and stuff like that, some of that spilled over into, you know, my YouTube videos and my comments and stuff, because, you know, I was one of the first channels to sort of cover this project. And so, you know, there were some people that got into it very late, seeing a video that I posted 3 weeks earlier, thinking, you know, oh yeah, this looks great 3 weeks ago, it must be the exact same now. I won't look into it at all. I'll just dump all my money into it and, you know, hope that this thing is just a money tree, right? In crypto, timing is everything. In any investment, timing is everything. So you have to be paying attention to when things are posted and getting in and getting out at the right times. And so that is what we're going to go over here. But, you know, there was one comment as well that someone had posted that I noticed, that they said, oh, you know, he doesn't give a crap about us. You know, he doesn't care. He just sold off everything and he cashed out and that. So, you know, here's my account. You can see I didn't sell anywhere here. I'm still holding. And here, you know, I bought $100. That's worth 6. If it'll fix here, bought 40, worth 3. Bought 530, worth 35. Bought 250, worth 18. right? So these are all buys, right? I was buying into this because it was steady and the rewards were increasing. I was rolling into additional accounts, as you see, right? Like I have 7 accounts here, and I have BNB that's unclaimed here. I still have like over 2 BNB stuck in here. So there's like 0.2 there, 0.3 there, and I have BNBH on all these accounts too that I've been using to level up the heroes. 0.5 there, so there's already, or sorry, 0.7 there. So that's like, 1.3. This one I could actually claim before everything went down. So that one is, at 0.04. And then here, another 0.3, 0.4. Another almost 0.5. So like I have like over 2 BNB still stuck in this as well. So I didn't panic claim out. I claimed on my main account because that one had the most, but I left in all the rest because I knew if everyone just panic claims out, then the rewards would tank. So I was hoping people would chill out and realize that, but clearly they didn't. So everyone just kind of, hit the panic button, and that's why we're in the situation that we are right now. So I said, timing's everything. Timing matters when you get into these games is very important, because nothing goes up forever. Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing's a sure thing. So what you can do, what I like to do, this is a great resource, playtoearn.net. It's got a ton of blockchain games. Doesn't have all of them, but it'll have a lot. Okay, and so what you can do, you can come here, you can sort by different things. You can just look at like the top trending games or whatever. But what I like to do, I like to look at whatever chain I want. Say it's Polygon, right? So you go into all the games on Polygon, you can see there's tons here, right? And what I like to look for is any of these that are in development, okay? And especially if they're new, you can actually, there's a thing here, right up here, you click this, and that will show you all of the new games on on all the chains, and then you could sort by Polygon as well. And yeah, so that's just a way you can find new games. But what I like to look for is the ones that are in development still, because typically this means they haven't had their IDO yet, they haven't had their initial NFT sale yet, so there's no tokens launched, there's no NFTs. They basically just have the plans for the game, the roadmap, and that sort of thing. Okay, so that is where the best opportunities lie in these projects. Like I said, with BNB Heroes, if you got $100 in the pre-sale and you just held it for 9 days, it would have been worth $28,000. Even like if you didn't buy into the game at all, you just bought $100 of the coin and then you sold it 9 days later, you are up $28,000. Okay, so that is the kind of insane. Now that's a very extreme measure. That is the fastest growing token I've ever seen in real time. But a lot of these IDOs and things averaged, 5x, 10x. It's not uncommon, especially in the play to earn NFT gaming space. So, you could turn $100 into $1,000 very quickly by getting in on these IDOs. So you look at something that's in development here, let's say Meta Soccer, okay? And you can see it was updated on October 15th. It has some info on their social score, which is just some sort of metric that they attach to how much social following they have. And then they'll have like some of their updates and stuff sometimes. Here it says, they're having their community token sales tomorrow, December 9th. Okay, so that is something, the token sale is coming up. So that might be a project worth looking into. So they have their socials up here, go check out their Twitter, take a look. Okay, they've been here since August. They have 87,000 followers. There's, a bunch of people that I follow are also following them. Those are all good signs. The token sale is coming. So this is something that you would want to follow, right? Click follow, check out their Discord, check out their Telegram, get into the communities, see, what the chat's saying, what the people are like, if the vibes are positive or, what the sentiment is. And then it's up to you, no one else. It's up to you to make an informed decision and decide, yes, this is something that I want to get into. This is something that I want to invest into, or no, I don't think I want to mess with that one. I will pass on this one, and I'll look for another one upcoming that maybe their token sales in a couple weeks or something like that, right? So then you go back here and you look at the games, and that's an important distinction to make as well. Okay, do not YOLO into these things or FOMO into these because you see an opportunity once that's coming up, and you think that if you miss this opportunity, that's it, that you're never going to have another opportunity like that in the future. That's just not the case. Every other day, there's new games being added to this. There's, new projects being developed, new things that haven't even, hit this site yet. And so there's always going to be another opportunity. That is one of the amazing things about crypto, is there's so many opportunities that just come repeatedly. You don't have to FOMO into these things, because that's where you get yourself into bad situations. That's where you can get wrecked buying the top right before a crash, right? So that is also another reason that I typically will not cover a lot of these games that have been out for a while, right? That are already live, and someone's like, oh, check out this game, it launched a month ago, right? That is very risky to me, right? Because you don't know what is going to happen with that. If the game's already been out for a month, without having already been in the game itself, and getting a feel for the community and how active the team members are on the team, the developers and all of that, without having that extra information, if you're just going into something a month in, that like it could be tomorrow's the day that everything just goes upside down, right? Like you just don't know. So I typically like to, if something's already passed a month ago, I know that there's another opportunity right around the corner. So typically I will just kind of pass on that. I'll say, great, if you're making money with that, if it's going well, I hope it continues to go well. I hope you, crush it with it. But I'm going to focus on what my next opportunity is going to be, and where I feel the greatest potential is going to be. Okay, so hopefully that helped out. Hopefully that sort of explains my thought process behind this, and you guys understand that timing is important with these things. If you're making death threats and getting overly emotional about any adjustments being made in the game before anything even goes wrong, you're probably overextended, and you either should not be investing at all, or you need to take some off the table. You need to invest a lot smaller, or you just need to take some time away and then come back to this when you're at more of a level-headed state, and then look for opportunities to invest. Because like I said, there's always going to be opportunities. You don't have to FOMO into things. So please, everything that I say on this channel, this is not financial advice. You have to do your own research, and this is one of the ways that you can go about starting to do that. So please make the effort. This is real money that you're working with, that you're playing with. Make sure that you're doing your due diligence, and you're deciding, hey, this meta soccer looks cool, I want to check it out, or no, I'm not really into soccer, I'll look for another game. Okay, there's always opportunities, so just don't ape into anything that you can't afford to, please. Okay, and just know that I 100%, I hear your concerns, I hear your comments and stuff like that. I understand where you're coming from, and I've been there myself in the past. Not quite to that extent, but like I've been in many projects and things in the past where they haven't panned out, and I've lost money on them. But that's just the nature of this space right now, right? Is that nothing is guaranteed, and a lot of this is still kind of unproven, and a lot of these teams and games are still trying to figure out their economies and how to make these things work long term, right? There's obviously the exceptions, things like Axie Infinity that that have been lasting for a very long time, and they've been sustainable, but even that has its ups and downs, right? Like nothing just goes up in a straight line. So just be aware of that. Hopefully this guy's helped you out, cleared up some of the things going on with BNB Heroes. Like I said, my sort of thoughts on it right now are just, it's uncertain. There's nothing right now that I see that guarantees sustainability of this. So I am definitely 100% hoping for a recovery of this. The Oracle system's still in place, even if we have to be paid out in BNBH, that can work, but they have to figure out something about these claims coming up in 2 weeks. Otherwise, we're just going to hit that claim apocalypse again, where everyone claims at the same time and the rewards tank and people start making death threats again, right? So it's super unfortunate, but yeah, I just wanted to address those concerns, let you know that, you know, I care. I'm doing my best to give you guys the best opportunities whenever I can, right? The best things that I see coming, and to let you guys know about any sort of potential opportunity coming up that I see, and at the best time. Okay, timing is everything, so make sure you're paying attention to that. And you know, when you guys win, we all win together. Okay, so that is what I want. I want all of us to be profitable and successful with this, and to change our lives for the better. Okay, that is what this is all about, and that is the potential that this offers. Now, I did mention in the last video that you know, we'd be doing a Shooter Pals video today, and we have this awesome free NFT giveaway for it. It's 11 NFTs to get into the closed beta of the game. It's another play to earn game coming out. It's huge, but I figured it was more important to address, you know, everything going on with BNB Heroes for now. Address the elephant in the room, let you know where I'm at, and to let you know that, like, I'm on your side. I'm with you guys in this too. Okay, yeah. So hopefully you guys get that. And so I figured that was more important than, you know, doing the Shooter Pals thing now. But we will have the Shooter Pals video coming out very soon here on the channel. That will be the next thing. But until then, if you guys come to the last Kingdom Raids video on my channel here, it's just the last video that I put up. Here is the info right in the pinned comment at the top on how to get into this giveaway. Hey, look at that, a sub from Mako Beer. Big shout out, welcome to Six Pack Gaming, let's go. But this is how you enter, so be sure to check that out. It's very simple to enter. We're going to be giving away 5 common Shooter Pal NFTs from this video, the Kingdom Raids one, and then in the next video on Shooter Pals itself, we are going to be giving away another 5 common pals and a rare pal. So I think, I don't know, the value is somewhere around like $600 or something like that. It's pretty up there, and a massive giveaway. It gives you guys the potential of getting into a new play to earn project that I think is going to be incredible. I think it's going to be a blast, you know, whether you're earning or not. It's just going to be a very fun game, but it allows you to get in on the ground floor with, you know, no investment up front. And yeah, so be sure to join that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope for a recovery of BNB Heroes, but let me know your thoughts. If you're just going to be spamming, you know, scam and death threats in the comments, well, you know, I'm sorry, but I'm doing the best that I can for you guys, and we're going to keep the vibes high. We're going to keep the vibes high, okay? We're going to keep building one of the best communities in the play to earn NFT gaming space, and keep building up the Six Pack Gaming Nation, the Six Pack Gaming fam. I love all of you guys. So yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts, address that, all the concerns and everything, let you know where I'm coming from, let you know that I want nothing but the best for all of you guys. Seriously. So that is everything for now. Let me know your thoughts. Be sure, as always, to smash that thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe and you got those notifications turned on so you never miss these new projects coming out, these kick-ass killer giveaways, and all of that good stuff. All right, so until next time, as always, train hard, game hard, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, everyone.